Hello, everybody. My name is The Bat Brand, and I'm back with another vlog video. And this week, I just want to talk about, football season's coming up. So I'm going to talk, some football, and my speculations. Some of my people who I think are going to make the Super Bowl this year. My picks to win the divisions and who I think is going to win it all this year. I am a Bears fan. My family is Cowboys fans and Steelers fans, so I know a few Patriots fans out there, or should I call it the cheaters? And then I know some Falcons fans, or the chokers. That's their new names now. Which, honestly, who blows a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl? I guess anything can happen when you're facing Tom Brady. But anyway, last season was crazy, football-wise, and I'm excited for this season. First game's coming up here in about 3 weeks, August 3rd. I am excited for it. I can't wait for the football season to start. I've waited so long, and I'm hoping my Bears do pretty good this year. But enough about that. I'm going to give you my predictions a little bit on speculations on what I think is going to happen this year in the 2017-2018 NFL football season. Now, this is my speculation, my predictions, so put down in the comments below what you think, your predictions, and we'll have some discussions in the comments, different stuff like that. I love having discussions with you guys. It's fun, and I love it. So, we're going to jump right into this, and I'm going to start with my division, the Bears division, the NFC North. And I have it set up kind of like the Vikings are going to be at the bottom. They're going to be in last place, frankly, because Teddy may come back sometime, but don't know when. No Adrian Peterson anymore, but that defense could carry them like it did last year. But they had a decent running game. Latavius Murray, I don't know what he's going to do. And Dalvin Cook may do some really good stuff, but I don't know. Them or the Lions will probably get last place this year. Honestly, I think it may be a tie between the Lions. I think the Lions will get third place this year. Frankly, just because the Lions didn't do anything to beef up their D in the offseason, and their defense is absolutely garbage. And their offense is really good, though. They beefed up their offense big time, and I really see some good things out of their offense. But their defense, I don't know. Then we come to my team in second place, the Bears. I really think this year, if they do well enough and McGlennon plays right and they go through Jordan Pig Howard, I think they'll get a wild card spot. I really do. I really think they can get it. Now, it's going to be very difficult in the NFC because there's a lot of good teams in that league and that conference. And then, of course, at first I have the Packers. Aaron Rodgers and gang, they're Super Bowl contender and every year. And I can't believe I'm saying that because I hate the Packers, but it is what it is. But then we're going to move on to the NFC East, and that's the Cowboys, Eagles, Redskins, and Giants. And at the bottom, I still have the Redskins. The Redskins, to me, just, they're not going to be very good. Their defense is so-so. Their offense, I think, with the people they lost and the people they've gained, I don't know if it's enough. But, I mean, they were so-so last year anyway, too. So we'll see what happens this year. In third place, I actually have the Cowboys, and I gave them an 8-8, maybe 9-7, because they got a very tough schedule this year, And there's some problems with Zeke and Dak right now, and they're fighting, and I think one or not both of them are going to have a sophomore slump this season. I really see it. And it just, you have that feel. Because, just, there's no more Tony Romo. There's no more speculation that Romo's coming, because he's going to be broadcasting for CBS now. So, yeah, there's that. Then I have the Eagles in second place. The reason why I have the Eagles in second place is because they really beefed up their offense. Their defense a little bit so, but I think their secondary is really bad, and I think that's what that will cost them a wild card berth because of it. They'll get close, but I don't think they're going to make it. And then the winners of that conference, I'm going to say, or that division, I'm going to say the Giants. Because honestly, that defense is amazing. That defense is amazing, and that offense with Brandon Marshall put together with Odell Beckham Jr. and Sterling Shepard and this new running game they got. Oh my God, if Eli Manning throws that ball and throws it well this season and has a good season, they're in the Super Bowl. They are in the playoffs, in the conference championship, up against the Packers. Lock it down, put it in paper, and just because I'm telling you, they just look really good this year. Then we go to the NFC South, and then in the NFC South, I have the Saints finishing last. The defense is terrible. They have not gotten any better. Yeah, they got some young guys, and they drafted some young guys, but their defense is terrible. Their offense, they got rid of Brandon Cooks. They're probably their best wide receiver. And what do they get in return? Nothing. They have Adrian Peterson and Mark Ingram, which will be really good, but I don't think it's going to pan out. Then in third place, I have the Panthers. I have Tampa Bay. I have Tampa Bay because their defense is, they're still working on that D. The D is good. And I really think that James Winston's going to have a jump this year with Deshaun Jackson now on the team, and Vincent Jackson, and Chris Godwin now just drafted from Penn State. Let's go Nittany Lions. And Cameron Brate really stepping up, and Mike Evans. That offense is going to be amazing this year again, and I'm looking forward to some big things for that offense. Second place, I have the Panthers. Let's switch that. Third place, I have the Panthers. Second place, I have Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is going to get a wild card spot this year. I really do. I like the way they play somewhat. Their defense, it needs work on. But everyone in that conference needs worked on defensively. But the Panthers, they have a really good D, as always. Their secondary is garbage. It has been since they got rid of Norman. And Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Stewart, if they play well, they could move up and get a playoff spot just because they're secondary. Or not the secondary, their running game, and Cam Newton. And the winners of the division, it's a no-brainer. It's the Falcons. If they do it again, it's going to be the Falcons again. They're probably going to come out angry because they had that Super Bowl in hand, and they had a chance to just kick the field goal, and they blew it. All they had to do was run, and they threw it. And that's what cost them the game. They would have ran, they probably would have won, got a field goal, won. But it happens. And I really think they're going to come back on fire. There's really no changes for them. So I think they'll win that conference, or that division again. Last but not least, in the NFC, I think West, I have San Francisco 49ers in last place. They're the worst team. Them and the Jets are going to be the worst team in the league this year. Just frankly because they both don't have any quarterbacks. And in this league, you need a good, decent quarterback to lead your team and a good D. And they don't have a good defense. They are pathetic. And it shows in their play. Next, in third place, I have the Rams. They're still rebuilding mostly. They're still in and out right now, but they could surprise. And then I actually have the Cardinals jumping over the Seahawks and taking that division this year. So Seahawks 2, Cardinals 1. The reason why I have the Seahawks 2 is frankly because they'll get a playoff berth. They will get a playoff berth, but I think it's going to come down to the wire to both of those teams, and I think the Cardinals will end up taking it somehow. But so this is my NFC. Falcons, Packers, Seahawks, or not Seahawks, Cardinals, and Giants. And then the two wildcard teams, I have the Seahawks and I have the Chicago Bears or Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But that's it for the NFC. For the AFC, I have basically the Patriots are going to win the AFC East. The Jets are going to be in last place in that division, followed by probably, I'm going to say the Bills are going to jump over the Dolphins. The Bills are going to get second place. Probably, if they play good enough, get a playoff berth. That's how good I think their offense may be this year. But that's the East. The AFC West, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. Or no, I don't. Let me check my notes real quick. Okay, so I have the Oakland Raiders winning the West. The reason why, beast mode. Just frankly, beast mode. And that just completes that offense. And they were Super Bowl contenders last year. It's just if Derek Carr didn't go down, they were Super Bowl bound. So I think they're going to come out with determined this year. And that defense is as good as it always was. Kansas City will get a playoff berth. There may be 3 teams from that conference that could vie for a playoff spot this year. I really think so. And Denver, they're going to be in last place. Denver or San Diego. I honestly think that San Diego will jump over them, and Denver will end up being in last place, frankly, because of quarterback play. And they trust Trevor Siemian way too much in Denver, and it's going to come back to haunt them. They need to bring in Paxton Lynch if they want to win. That's just my speculation. They need to put in Paxton Lynch if they want to win. Now, in the North, the Steelers division. The Steelers are going to run away with it this year, guys. I'm sorry. I hate the Steelers. But as a person who loves football, watching football, looking at football, the Steelers offense may be good enough to beat this Patriots offense. Is going to be a juggernaut like from 2004. I'm telling you, this offense with the wide receivers they have now, they got Martavis Bryant back, and the rookie Juju Smith-Schuster, plus James Conner matched with Le'Veon Bell. Oh my God, what a great offense! And then they got J.J. Watt's brother. Yes, granted, we need to see what TJ will do, but if that secondary plays really good, the young guys like they did in the middle season, they could be a Super Bowl contender or Super Bowl winner this year. I really think that. After them, Browns are going to be in last place. Browns are going to be one of the worst teams in the league again, like they always are. But the Bengals, I really think the Bengals will just the Bengals and Ravens will probably tie for second/third place. Just frankly because they're there every year. They're decent teams, and they're good teams in the conference. And last but not least, the AFC South, one of the worst divisions in football. A team that was 7-9 won that division last year. It's pathetic. Well, and honestly, if I would looking through I would say, maybe like it may be the Colts, just frankly because, their offense and no one else really wants it. But I will say, I think and mark my words, the Jacksonville Jaguars, if Blake Bortles plays well, will either tie for the first place. It's either going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Tennessee Titans this year. And then the Colts and the Texans, probably the Texans, get in the second place and Colts in last. But so in the AFC, then I have the Patriots, the Steelers, the Raiders, and either we're gonna say Jacksonville. We'll say the Jags, and the playoff team and the wild cards will say, we'll say the Chiefs, and we'll say one other team. We'll say we'll say the Ravens. The Ravens or Bengals, one of those two teams. And really, in my Super Bowl prediction, I really think it's gonna be either either gonna be the Patriots or Steelers. I'm gonna go on a bold prediction here. It's gonna be in the AFC Championship game, the Raiders and the Steelers. The Steelers will shock the world and take down the Patriots, and the Raiders will be the Chiefs. They will face off in a historic AFC Championship game. The Raiders will move on to the Super Bowl, and in the NFC, I think it's going to be the Giants and the Falcons. And I think I really think this. I think it's going to be the Giants. And it's going to be the Giants, Raiders, Super Bowl. It's going to be Giants, Raiders, Super Bowl, and I really think that the Raiders are going to take it all this year. Just the way I feel. The Raiders have that look of a team that got robbed, and I really think they'll do it this year. Alright guys, that's my speculation video / whatever you want to call it for this week. Alright, and remember, I'm the Bat Brand.